Have you ever noticed how your pets may respond to those pesky flies when they're in the living room? They'll just chase them and chase them and chase them and chase them. Well, what can you do to stop it? And moreover, why is it happening? It's our Pets and Vet segment on this Thursday, and Dr. John Fioramonte is here this morning with the answers for us, sir. Good morning to you and welcome.
How are you?
Before we get to anything, who do we have with us as our guest?
This is Carson. He's a 3-month-old male kitty over at the SPCA. They're having their race for the 500, and they're trying to get 500 cats adopted this month. So he's one of the ones that's up for adoption, he and his sister.
Okay.
Very cute.
Now, we got these pesky flies coming around.
Right.
I was telling you during the break that my Chihuahua Chug mix, I believe the designer dog name is Chug.
Chuggy.
Chug. Her name is Carmen. She goes crazy over these flies. Why are our pets doing this?
Well, obviously the flies are a bother. We're seeing more flies and mosquitoes for this year than last year because we had such a warm and wet spring. So a lot of the insects, nature allowed a lot of the insects to overbreed. So there's a great abundance of flies, there's a great abundance of mosquitoes, and they're just bothering our pets a lot. They're always flying around. They're getting on the pets' ears and on their tail. We've actually seen a couple cases of maggots already, where the pets aren't taking care and cleaning themselves naturally, and the owners aren't noticing it. If you have a hair mat, a wet hair mat or something like that, the flies can get in there and lay eggs. So it's a real problem, and it's starting out a lot earlier. Usually we see this kind of thing in August, but it's starting out in June, so I thought I'd warn everybody about it. Okay, so what can we do to keep our pets safe? I know you were talking about natural cleanings that our animals do for themselves, and owners bathing the animals as well. What else can we do? Animals, make sure there's no scabs or fecal material on their fur that'll attract the fleas, and attract the flies. There are a couple of other products. You can just get some fly repellent. The pet stores have a lot of different fly repellents, the horse that you put on horses and other dogs and cats, and you can go ahead and spray that on your pet if they're bothering them a lot. We have a product, it's a paste that goes on the pet's ears, so that if your pet is having a lot of flies around their face, you can go ahead and put it right on their ears, and that'll help go ahead and act as a fly repellent to keep the flies away.
We've got about 60 seconds. Another issue that comes up come summertime every year seems to be moisture loss with our pets. Sometimes they'll go from fecal material that might be solid, solid number twos, I guess, to diarrhea. What's causing that, and what can we do to combat that?
Well, it could be the summer heat, but we are seeing a lot of intestinal problems going around, some vomiting and a lot of diarrhea. If you're having that problem with your pet, remember that you can always do a little home treatment at home at first, a little chicken and rice or hamburger and rice for a couple of days to see if that will stabilize things. If after 2 or 3 days that doesn't stabilize things, then you should give your veterinarian a call because there are some ugly viruses that are going around causing some problems, and it's important just to stay on top of it so your pet doesn't get dehydrated, especially in this heat.
All right, Dr. John Fioramonte with us every Thursday for Pets and Vets. Complete